So I'll just say it by way of very short intro that we had a story about the work that you were doing up by Red Lake, and everybody that voted in the Badass Awards, everybody voted for you, which is quite amazing to be unanimous. So anyway, go ahead, have a few words and...
Buju, Jagurashi Condition Cause, Misquagame Izaga Gunning and Dunjaba, Migazi and Dundame. My English name is Sherilyn Spears, and my indigenous name is Jagudashi. And I was wondering, it's like one who resists the wind. And I was like, wonder what I am. You know, am I a tree? It's like, oh boy, you know, thinking about what trees must go through. And am I a bird? And I was like, oh, does that mean I'm gonna be flying against the wind all the time and dealing with stuff? And so I was talking to several people, and one of them said that, an elder, he said that it's like a spark. It means like a spark, like an idea. So when this was one of the leaders asked me, you know, would you start something near and dear to your heart? And I was like, what's that? He said, a buffalo ranch. And I got so excited, I said, sure. So when we received our first buffalo herd, was 7 of them. We got them from Wind Cave National Park. And we were waiting for them. They're supposed to come in a day because you're not supposed to bring buffalo in at night. Well, they came at night. And it was pitch black on the farm. And so we're okay, they backed up the trailer. And we're gonna let there was a calf born that was along, and we had to let him out first because it was so dark and the other buffalo would run over him. They opened the gate, and just like that, it started thundering and lightning, and the wind started blowing. We're like, oh, what's going on here? And so we had to quickly let the buffalo out, and they closed the gates, and we all took off to our vehicles, turned the fence on, we have to have electric fence, and took off. And I'm trying to run. I think I'm running just fast, but I'm in slow motion trying to get to my car because that's how strong the wind was. And I get to the car and I get a phone call. My son from 22 miles away, Mom, the power's out. I was like, wow, you know, to turn the power off like about 2 counties. And it was really exciting, though. We're really happy to have been able to start this and asked to start the buffalo ranch. But I couldn't just see doing the buffalo. I wanted to see, when I'm looking at our farm, and it was like, we could resurrect this farm. We put up a 10-acre fence and start planting in there. We're gonna grow then we gotta do more. Let's grow some hemp fiber for our houses so we can insulate them. Well, then that wasn't enough either. Well, let's start making medicinal oils out of our own plants. And so we do that now. We go gather our own plants and we're trying to stop this opioid crisis that's going on. And it's going all over the world, but to me, I want to help stop it up in Red Lake. And so we make this oil, and it works. You don't have to take the Oxycontins or anything. That the people like it. One guy, he comes and gets it, and he says, I put it on my hands. He's got arthritic hands. Then I rub it on my wife's knee, and he just really gets all excited and would like to get more. So one guy had a big ball on his back, and his wife was putting that oil on. The big ball disappeared, and they want more. Do we sell it? Do we keep making it? And we're going to keep making it, and we may put it into a cream. But I'd like my staff to stand up. I couldn't do this without these people. The guys in the back, our farm manager, our buffalo manager, our organic farmer training, our produce production manager, our social media specialist. All of these people help us keep this going. And if you can't feed your own people, you're not sovereign. And so this is our way of doing it and showing it. Miigwech.
I forgot to mention that we have the story that Sherilyn was in, which was about the story that she did around food sovereignty. We have that at one of the tables. We also have Jessica's story. We love Jessica's story because she realized that, St. Paul wanted to get a youth mental health facility, and people were pushing back against it, not in their backyard. And she thought, that's not right. And then she told a friend, and then they told two friends, and then it expanded, and then they brought people to city council, and the youth mental health facility is being built in St. Paul.
It's done.
It's done, all right.
Hi, I wasn't planning on saying anything, but the women who spoke before really inspired me, and I'm humbled to receive the award because I did just do a small thing. Who is it? Sherilyn, who said something about a spark. And I feel like that was my role, was just being a spark to start a movement in our city of West St. Paul. I felt like pushed to bring people to support this mental health facility. The opposition kind of helped push me towards that because I just didn't feel that was right. And I felt like the majority of people would be in favor of it. We all just didn't know that we needed to say something about it. And the opposition voices were loud, and we needed to be more and louder, and we did it. And the two neighbors that I first went to, with the three of us, worked very hard together, and they are here tonight. Can you stand up, please? So the three of us were just a powerful group, but we didn't do a ton, and it didn't tax us, I don't feel like. But that's what was so exciting, is we just kind of started this movement, and it took off. And so our city council approved that the building would be in our city, and it's built, and it's being used. It's a beautiful place. It was intentionally built with that purpose in mind, for people with mental health issues to come and recover. And there are 16 beds. It's a very dignified way to live and work on recovery. The building was built trauma-informed. It's a very calming, safe feeling within it. I'm really happy that we have it in my backyard. So that's it.
Catherine Squires is another badass winner tonight. We've known her for a while. She did a column for us a few years back, and then she decided she wanted to write a commentary about mental health and especially Black women in academia. And that proved to be our #1 read story last year. And because of that, also, we decided we would have another story that Alexis, who's here, wrote with Catherine and Tayan Coleman. And that was also very popular. And then, so that meant in June, we also had another forum here to be able to talk about that, including with Rachel Hardiman. And so it led to its own little series, starting with Catherine. And so Catherine is our third big badass winner for tonight. And we have the basket. Is that it? Yes? Yes? Did you want to say anything? Very good.
I just want to, as someone who knows what it's like to keep an event on time, just want to say a quick thank you to Mickey for reaching out during COVID, during lockdown, when she took over and she was trying to get a new, broader set of voices in the women's press, and she wanted to make sure that she had a very wide variety of people talking. And so she reached out to me, and I started writing for the women's press. And so when I had the idea for the other column, it just kind of exploded. And I can say, as an academic who used to publish things in journals that usually sit on shelves that get really dusty, it's been very heartening to see that piece circulate. And to this day, people come up to me in the street, Black women, women of color who have been in academia in really awful, toxic situations who thank me for writing that piece, and I thank them for reading the piece, and it keeps moving. So I hope that all of you keep reading and supporting Minnesota Women's Press, because it matters to so many people when they see their experiences reflected in its pages. So thanks.
Thank you.
That's it. We can go home.